can't go, but we then make these adjustments in our life then.
Right. I think we can start, Sabar.
Yes, we can start.
कृष्णा जी
So,
आप एक बार वो you can कृष्णा जी please share the
Uh,
presentation.
the two things. One is that what deliverables do we have in the study? I'm talking about study. Huh? So what are the parameters? If you can show first, and then if you can go for this your presentation.
Just a minute.
संगीता जी शेयरिंग टर्न ऑन करेंगे क्या? इट्स नॉट टर्न ऑन शेयरिंग स्क्रीन शेयरिंग
sharing.
ओके
कर दिया
या नाउ या इट्स ओके सो इज इट विजिबल नाउ?
Yeah, screen is.
ओके सर
Okay, so I'll briefly share the
Yeah.
deliverables which were
Can
there.
you put it on the
Slide
presentation?
mode.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
putting that.
Right.
Yes, I'll briefly present I will briefly state the deliverables, the objectives of the study, which we mentioned. It was basically, there were four, which was one was the impact assessment and sectoral assessment, which basically says evaluate the effectiveness of microfinance. Then understanding the overlap of membership, basically multiple borrowings. What are the challenges and the strategic way forward and gaps and areas of improvement. So first two were the most important, which was the sectoral assessment and impact assessment, multiple borrowings and status of that, then challenges and strategic way forward. कृष्णा जी इसको full screen कर देंगे?
स्क्रीन ही किया हुआ है.
This is full screen.
Okay,
Full screen.
okay. So let me do it. Just a minute. Yes. कृष्णा जी फर्स्ट स्लाइड पे चले जाइए एक मिनट. Okay.
Yeah.
So this was conducted in 8 districts of Tripura. Both the SAGs and MFIs were involved in this assessment. There were 501 microfinance clients with which discussions were held. Second slide.
So I need to if something Mr. Momin is not aware possibly. So we have developed the questionnaire, interview schedule basically, and then we have a discussion. Then we sent it to NABARD, and NABARD has agreed on that one. Then we started this study.
Yes.
Yes, Sudhir.
So we have covered 8 districts, you said. How many districts are there in Tripura?
8, sir.
8 districts.
8. All the 8 we have covered.
All the districts.
These are the districts.
Okay.
कृष्णा जी एक बार पीछे चले जाइए.
Yeah. Just I was showing the district. Yeah.
So as Saibal has mentioned, so there was a household survey, which the questionnaire is detailed questionnaire was developed. It was shared with Sadhan, and then it was eventually shared with NABARD, and they agreed on it, and then go ahead. Apart from that, there was stakeholder consultation. We met SRLM team, we met SLBC, we have met around 5-6 MFIs, we met the NABARD people, and we held a meeting with the RBI also during our visit in Agartala. So this is basically what we're saying, the methodology, which is an evidence-based one. We had a client level questionnaire, then we had a stakeholder consultation, then there is a sector data overview, which was a microfinance, the MFIs and ASG, which was done separately. So both microfinance and ASBLPs, sectoral data was done. And then the perception and impact analysis of clients' perception and what is the impact which they are saying. So what we are basically saying, analytical lens which we applied is who is being reached and how do SAG and MFI's pathways differ? Is the borrowing productive and sustainable? what is the impact which is visible, and what should be the next phase in terms of Tripura microfinance sector as a whole.
So this household survey was carried out physically, or how was it
Physically,
done?
physically, sir.
So
Physically.
somebody went and did an
Yes, sir.
enumeration.
Yes, sir. We had a team of around 7 people which were there. They were including around 2 senior people, and there were 5 field team members.
Okay.
Me and Krishna separately went for stakeholder consultations there.
And you covered 501, huh?
501 households. Yes.
Was there any such specification as far as the project is concerned? Any number was mentioned?
This was the
Sorry, sir.
number that was
400,
mentioned.
sir.
400. Okay. As against 400, you have covered 500.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and also like Nabad told that, so we were trying to get more representation from those areas where microfinance interventions are more. But Nabad told that no, you have to go to all
Yes.
these states, so districts. So we have included all of them.
Okay.
Yes, so Saibal has rightly pointed out, earlier we were trying to do the sampling as per the end of the microfinance sector. So what is the total number of clients and portfolio? And then we were prioritizing, but Nabard said, please cover everything. And then this was shared with them before we went into the study. So
Yeah.
what
So how did you
further-
identify these clients, both
Sir,
SHG and MFI?
so MFIs were identified. So we held meeting with the MFIs. Their senior persons were contacted. Saibal, would you like to, because that part was conducted by you,
Yeah.
and then their local team details were shared. Our team got in touch with them, and then we went onto the field. They introduced us with the clients.
Okay, this client identification was done by Sadhan.
No, no, sir, MFI. The client identification was natural because we didn't want to, pollute the sample base because of a particular selection. So MFIs were reached out through
No,
Saibal.
right. MFIs were identified. Then
Yes,
from
sir.
that MFI, which branch to go, how many borrowers to take, who have to be taken.
Yes.
What is the methodology you adopted?
So one fast part was that the MFIs who were having food portfolio over there, we have identified, because this is what we wanted to understand the impact. Then we identified those areas where your this portfolio is like having a better portfolio, and also like not better portfolio only, that they are working there for some time, good some time. So then only we can get the impact. So these are the primary parameters we have given them. Then accordingly, MFIs, they have picked up the geographies and helped us to reach.
Now you were saying that branches were identified based on their what do you call
Portfolio plus your this
number
your
of years,
vintage.
vintage, basically vintage. And what was the minimum? What was the threshold?
So we have taken, I think, but Sudhir, we have taken minimum 3 cycle loan, right?
Yes. No, so we said we'll have clients which is 1 year also. We'll have clients which is
right.
5 years also.
Right.
So that's the composition, and the branches have been operating. Most of the branches have been operating, which is more than 3 years. So that criteria was not given much importance. But we told them we would like to meet fresh clients and older clients both. So they identified the branches, they introduced their teams, and then the team introduced our team to the clients. After that, we told MFI representative to go away. They took us to the village, and then our team members selected the members randomly on that. And
So
now,
Sudhir, can you please, in a report when it is submitted, please indicate about the methodology adopted as far as the sample selection is concerned.
sure, sir.
So which, district, which branch, which MFI, and what is the methodology we adopted for all these things, we can just mention. And how did you reach the borrower, which borrower to be identified? That also we can say, so that it makes it more objective.
In fact,
Absolutely.
the vintage is already there, I think. No, so
Mm.
how many like we have taken like less than 2 years, then 2 to 5 years.
No, Krishna. what Mr. Maman is trying to tell
Yeah,
is the
methodology.
methodology we adopted. That we
Yes.
have we have told them to go because to get some objective information from the clients. That's one of the big things we have done. So, full methodology, if we can tell them, then it would make
See,
both.
Krishnamar, see, if you are put 2 year as a vintage time period for a borrower, there are many borrowers with this 2 year period, Among that, how did you zero down to one person? I mean, there must be some method you must have adopted. So
So
what is
it
that?
i- it is much more like it is that methodology we didn't do that one. We only put two parameters. One is if they are having like one cycle loan and another one is I think 3 or 4 cycle loan. So to understand this one, and it was much more like this purposive sampling. So our purpose was to identify two sets of these your borrowers. So one set is little bit newer, another set is they have good vintage. So this is a purposive sampling with two parameters.
Okay.
That
No, no,
Sir, at a
also
client selection level, sir, at a client selection level, you cannot go statistically, you cannot go that
in at
deeper.
least village, when you identify the village, which village to go? There are several
Take, take,
villages.
take, take.
Yes,
So
yes,
something.
that is
See,
there, sir.
at
That
least
is there.
village
That
you
we
can
will
show
mention.
the methodology,
Yes,
and once you reach a
Right?
village, you can have a.
Right. So
yes, sir.
there also like what Sudhir has already told that there is this vintage where they have good portfolio and having good vintage. So we will definitely put it. It's a good suggestion. So Sudhir, please put it.
Yes, sir. So what we did, as Saibal has mentioned, we said we want to visit all the districts. That was one criteria which was then, and then there was client which was lineage, newer and older both. And then we didn't mention any outstanding portfolio size and all because that would have polluted the sample size. Villages, we left it to them that you select which though the diversity can be reflected. So if your district, we have said both the all four sides we would like to cover, northwest, east, south. So from there
So
you get a whole
as a plan, you
picture.
can put that as a how did they
We can, sir.
make it as
Yes,
a
yes. Yes, sir.
and again so
That
that
can be done.
you are said you are covering different different I mean regions also different
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
so I
So
mean
that whole thing
make it as a
we will add, sir. We will
yeah.
add. Sure, sir. So before we started this, we held a discussion on what should be the percentage of, in terms of overall clients, what should be the percentage of SAG or SBLP clients we should select. We had roughly agreed around 40% that we should cover SAGs and rest 60%
So
MFI.
that's almost covered, almost done.
Almost, I mean, we tried to reach to that level, but we couldn't. But we
Yeah,
reached
it's almost
40%.
two-third is
yeah, it is
two-third
near
is
to
by
that.
MFI and one-third no, not two-third.
Yes, sir.
40% is coming roughly 40% is
Roughly around for
Yeah.
40%, it is coming. And how we did SHGs also, we did from the same field because what we realize if this finding needs to have a comparable outline, then the same areas where we are going MFAs, same areas we were selecting the SHGs, the same village. So where we went, we selected MFIs also. We selected SAG members also from the same area because
yeah.
then only it is comparable. Otherwise,
Understood. I mean, that is fine. So
absolutely,
if you have
absolutely.
selected a few MFI members from the village, the same village should be some SHG members also.
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. So that's what we did,
Yeah.
and this was a district-wise dissection of MFI and SAG clients both, and the total 500 was.
Again, I'll tell you, see,
Yes, sir.
even the area geography also matters. In a village, if you have taken, because a village means be having some say 10 SHGs.
Yes,
So it can happen that way that the location where you have selected the MFI borrower and the SHG operating there, SHG is selected may not be geographically also at the same location, in which also you will not get a right result. In
yes,
village
but
itself, if there are 10 SHGs spread across the village,
yes,
but
yes,
then MFI loan is given to a particular spot. So the SHG working in that spot only will be able to show
No,
whether
sir.
there
So
is an overlap?
we didn't do that. So the centers, so they both have a different model. I mean, you know that the center meetings are at somewhere, and SHGs have a separate functional assessment which is there. So we got in touch. That's why we got in touch with SRLM also. Then we met DPMs also, or district wise DPMs also we met. We also met bankers, a few of the bankers, but that was largely from the SSG point of view. So when our team went to the field, we basically told them very clearly where the center meetings are operating. There you select some members, and then you go into other area and find out those SSGs and cover those SSG members. The whole objective was, again, we said the whole village should be covered. There's
Yeah.
not a single part of the village should be covered. So let's say that if we are sitting in the east, we just covered east section, so that you have to cover all the areas. Okay. So this is the sectoral overview, which is basically secondary data, which is already in the public domain, which is available. So there are 17 MFIs, 194 branches, in eight districts, around 4.56 lakh customers. MFI, these are unique clients. 2,196 crore portfolio, which has reduced from last year, which nationally, if you see it, it's in line with that, the national movement of microfinance portfolio. But the reduction, if you compare with national figures, it's less in Tripura. Other areas, it's more. Portfolio quality remains sound, uh, which is around 3.1%, 30 to 179 days, and 1.4% above 90 days. The average outstanding is around 47,500 per borrower, which is the average outstanding.
So
In
when you say
SL
average outstanding, is it
per
per
client,
borrower outstanding
per
of
client,
MFI loans,
per client, per client.
because the MFI, they must have borrowed from 2 or 3 MFIs.
Okay. So we will come to it later, sir, because this is average figure available dividing the total portfolio by the number of clients, which is there.
Okay.
Now, duplicity is something which will come further, because that is something a primary data will.
So what you're trying to say is that this is the average outstanding for a borrower from the
Yes,
MFIs, 1 or 2 or 3,
for
whatever
the
it is.
MFI. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And now in SBLP, so this data was taken from your report only, sir, which is Bharat Microfinance report largely. And then SBLP data was taken from two sources. One is NABARD report, which is annual publication, and Bharat Microfinance report. Both have been looked at. So there are around 1.14 lakh SHGs. NABARD reports this. However, TRLM, as per TRLM, they say 53,000 something SHG. So there is a contradiction, but a published data is the NABARD data, which
Because
that we have
see, in
taken.
NABARD data, apart from the NRLM data, NRL beneficiaries,
Yes, yes,
other
yes.
SHG members
Other
promoted by
SHGs
the
is there.
NGOs are also covered.
Yes. So that's why we took NABARD data. As per TRM, there are 53,000, and we figured out if you remove the cooperative bank data from the NABARD data, the figure will almost be closer to 53,000. So if
Yes.
you remove the all cooperative banks SHGs, which may have been created a long time back, and their outstanding is also very low. I mean, it's almost they have a very low percentage of in terms of total portfolio out of it. So if you remove that, then it's close to
So,
53,000 SHGs.
can you, of course, I don't know whether you can go back now.
Uh-huh.
See, you said the cooperative members in cooperative institutions have been removed, and only the SHGs with members having accounts with the nationalized banks or banks only are counted now. Isn't
Yeah.
it? That's it. Which is almost equal to the what SRLM data is.
Yes, almost, sir. Because in the report, in PPT, I have not mentioned that, but in the report, we have showed, when we have showed SBLP, we have showed public sector banks, RRBs, cooperatives and private banks separately. So in the
Okay.
report, we have mentioned them separately altogether and their percentage share in both in terms of SHGs and portfolios. That also we have mentioned separately.
Now, so my point was slightly different. I'm trying to say this. So you have got the data of the banks,
Yes,
RRBs, and
yes,
cooperatives. All
yes,
put together, it comes to 1.14 lakh.
yes, sir.
Correct.
And if you remove the cooperatives,
Mhm.
it is coming to almost 53 or 54,000
Closer to
because
matlab
Yeah,
similar.
close to 56,000.
so
Yeah.
whether this cooperative bank persons, is it a duplication?
In my opinion, sir, it's mostly inactive SHGs which
Hmm.
are not there. But in terms of reporting, it gets reported because
So, I
when
mean,
NABARD takes the
why
data,
I'm saying that, why I'm saying that, see, you are right, it must be inactive SHGs,
absolutely,
but they have
absolutely.
now further formed a new SHG and got an account with the public sector bank or a RRB. So this
Yes, yes,
NABARD count of 1.14 is absolutely is not a right thing. That also probably we can bring out as a kind of a findings on
Yes.
that.
sure, sir, sure, sir,
You got my
sure.
point?
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely,
that
sir,
is
absolutely,
duplicity, sir, as you are saying. It's correct.
absolutely,
See,
absolutely.
you rightly said it because initially, probably when they started the SHG, this commercial banks were not opening the account, so they opened with cooperative bank, and
Cooperative
then
banks.
over a period of time,
Facts.
they became defunct. But then
Absolutely.
subsequently, when SRLN came and also they must have opened further, and they became new SHGs and opened account.
Yes,
So
yes.
we can also say to NABARD that probably they need to relook at this data which they are publishing because there is this kind of a
Yes, sir.
duplication.
And that conclusion fits in because when I was looking at data, I could only reach to this conclusion that they are inactive because if you look at the loan amounts,
Huh.
they're sig- they're insignificant in terms
Yeah.
of the
So
total
some
book.
evidence, if it is there,
It
it
is
will be
there, sir.
good. Some
It is there.
evidence, if you can show, that would be good.
Yes, it is there, sir. So we'll
Yeah.
mention that.
Sure.
That's a
Great.
great, sir. सॉरी कृष्णा जी एक बार पीछे चले जाइए okay around 606 crore portfolio 559 crore savings which pegs it around 1 point something in terms of ratio savings to credit ratio the average outstanding of SHG is per client which comes around 12,700 if you divide the portfolio by the number of clients the repayment again comes to be great. Their repayments are good, SAG overall. Even bankers' perception is really positive about the whole SAG financing as such. NPAs is roughly around 2.76%. That's secondary data in the field. If we talk when we're talking with the SLBC also, they said their NPAs are not more than 1 to 1.5% or so. So largely positive. But in terms of portfolio, they are around one third of what MFIs have. While MFIs have 4.5 lakhs member, they have around 12.5 lakhs members. So if you compare the members, it's 3 times, but the portfolio is one third of the microfinance sector. And why we will come, one is the loan sizes itself. Second is inactive SHGs which are reported which are there. Krishna ji,
One thing,
ji
Sudhir,
sir.
so you were writing this NPA, gross NPA
Yeah.
is 2.76. When you were writing this one, is it 90 plus or what?
Okay, so they don't give the segregation of that.
No, it is
They,
not segregation. So if you were considering,
90 days plus only, sir. When they
okay. So our portfolio,
no,
microfinances portfolio is better than them, right? It is
Hmm.
1.4 and they have 2.76,
yes. No,
right?
R is less. R is
Or
less.
our is less. Okay.
R
Okay,
is
take it. Perfectly
In our
fine.
discussion with the TSRLM team also it came out, sir,
Acha.
that the MFI portfolio is better than the SHGs because many a times what they do, they take loan from the SHGs to repay to the MFIs.
Have you checked it on ground?
This anecdotal thing
Okay,
came,
okay. So we will not
is
jump
there.
the gun.
No, I'm not
Uh,
telling to jump. I'm just trying to understand whether you have done, assess it on the ground,
Yes,
yes or no.
yes.
Okay.
yes and no both, but yes, we will come to it when it comes the data.
Because
Because-
one of the hard hit for us is also they say SHG promoting institutions, they always tell that they have taken the loan from us and they have repaid to your NBA, like your MFI. So it would be good to know if they have done it. I know they may have done it, but if they have done it, what's the percentage?
Okay.
Okay, please carry on.
Take Krishnaji, please.
Yeah.
So this is basically the demographic of the profile. So largely working age beneficiaries. We have interacted largely with 25 to 40, 50 age. They are working, largely marginalized, OBC, SC, and ST components, 87%. A very limited formal education. And landless is quite a bit of the portfolio, which was surprising. Tripura is known for pineapple, rubber, and other crops, and wheat, which are the major crops there. But still, the microfinance clients were reported 69% toward landless. In terms of
Is it because of 69% of the microfinance borrowers are having no land means, is it because the land is on the husband's name?
could be, sir, could be. Let me check that. Let me go back and check that, sir. I will do that check.
Because 69%
That's a
landless,
good
I
point.
doubt. It must be a household. If you take as a household, it may be much
Yes.
lesser.
There is a possibility.
There is a possibility, sir. I will need to check that first, sir. I will not comment on it right now,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Please check.
that's a very good point which you
Yeah.
made. Sorry, कृष्णा जी एक बार पीछे जाना.
Yeah, household assets. Acha, that is percentage.
Yeah, so this is a percentage in terms of household assets, which
AC
is saying.
12%.
Urban.
Yes, sir, there are some urban areas
Okay.
which are there.
No, it's okay.
It,
I mean, if it is
it came.
AC is 12%, what can you just read out? I am not able to.
So
Second
coolers
one is what?
12%, AC is
Carrier.
12%,
Cooler,
mobile
mobile,
95%,
Cooler,
fan
95%,
91%.
mobile 95. That's a fact.
That's
fan
very
90,
good.
Fan, of course, it's everyone have.
Fans,
Cycle
items,
cycle
has
76%, two-wheeler, which is motorcycle or moped,
TV.
53%, and TV 76%.
Okay.
So is it a family mobile or they are having it, their own mobile?
They are having it. No, they are having it.
Oh, very good.
They are, and they are using it, having it and using it both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, in terms of the total annual income is around 3.6 lakh. So this, we actually had one more component, sir, APL and BPL. But when I looked at the average income, APL and BPL didn't make any sense. We have the data, but it was not making sense because BPL definition is very tight in terms of the and the
income.
government definition, and both are contradictory in nature. So we decided we'll not put APL and BPL here. We'll put the average income, and the large contributors is because landless is small businesses, labor, and service sector, which is the large component, agriculture income. And these were, sir, asked separately. When we asked for incomes, we said agriculture income separately, fisheries separately, small business separately, and there was no total income bracket column which we made available. We made only the sources available, and then we calculated the total income after that, because we said that the exact, we can never really get the exact figure, but the most sound process of getting an annual income is when you ask source wise, and then you ask season wise. When you're doing agriculture, you ask source and then you season, and when you're asking other, then you talk month wise and then annualize it. So that's the way we arrived at this figure. And then the percentage share of the annual income from various sources.
Now, this is the annual income of the MFI clients, right?
Both.
Okay.
So it's
Both.
a household income?
Yes.
Yes. It's how so
Okay. So you're showing one figure that service private job. So they're all doing jobs.
Yes, private jobs. See, in
yes,
hotels or something like
14%,
that.
Okay.
around 15% of the.
Small business, labor income, and agriculture. These are the four major items.
These are
Agriculture
the
income is 21%. Labor income 28%. Small business 28%.
Mr.
Service.
Mohan has good eyes. Eventually, I'm not
No,
getting
no,
to
no, no.
see
I enlarged it here. I enlarged it. There is
it. So
okay.
can we do one thing? Can we
yeah.
put another one? Is like this MFIs and SAGs differently?
Yes, we have the data. We can do that. No
Yeah.
issue. Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
you can go
that can
for.
be done. No problem. Earlier, I think I did that, but then I
Acha,
removed that.
one more, sorry, one more question.
Yes, sir.
The top you have written total annual income average 3,63,000. What is this?
And this is our annual income, 3 lakh rupees 63,000
For the family
for the families.
of the borrowers you have seen.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You are saying 501 persons whom you have visited, their average income comes to 3,63,000
Yes, sir.
mm,
annual.
Yes, sir.
yes.
Then what is that you are showing here average income from various sources as 1 lakh, 1 lakh and all?
Sir, these are the percentage of these are the contribution in the
Okay. So you mean to
3.6.
say that a family may be having different sources and average works out to 3.63?
Yes, so
Right.
3 lakh
Arre baapre, then
63,000.
none of them
Oh,
will be
okay.
eligible for
I'll
the
explain
microfinance.
it. Explain it in a different way. Huh?
Hmm.
So my income is 3 lakh 63,000. Out of that, 1 lakh rupees, out of 3 lakh 60,000, 1 lakh I earn through social consulting. 1 lakh I earn through
I got it.
corporate
That I
consulting.
understood. So,
So
but
that's
you're
the way.
saying that 501 people whom you have seen, their
Mhm.
average income works out to 3.63 lakh.
Yes, sir. And then these are the sources which are contributing to
Hey, hey,
3.6.
hey. Can we also put a slide that how many of them, or like a note or something that how many of them are coming under three, I mean, up to 300,000 INR?
That is there. That data is there.
Okay.
Yes. If you want, I can just tell you right now because the report, I am looking at the report simultaneously.
Because this portfolio can be, this qualifying, under qualifying asset and non-qualifying asset both. So if we also get to understand that how many are under
Yeah.
qualifying asset, that would be good.
So income profile, if you see, up to less than up to 2 lakh, there is around 26, 36% of population which is earning up to 2 lakhs. There is 26% population who is earning up to 1.2 lakhs, 36% who is earning up to 2 lakh. Then between 2 lakh to 3 lakhs, around 14%, 3 to 5 lakhs, 24%, above 5 lakhs, 15%. So that data is available. I can put it across.
Not a very good data, but still, it
No,
would be good to
but
see.
if it is a fact,
Then it's a fact.
It's a fact, sir.
so how did you get this assessment? That is a problem because how did you do that assessment?
As I told you, sir, we asked the income, source-wise income. So we didn't ask
So
what is your
what they
annual.
said you have collected, that is all.
Yeah.
What you
Yes.
asked them, whatever said they, because what happens, this shows that majority of the microfinance, whether it is SSG or JLG model, majority of them are not really should be part of the microfinance system.
So 24 plus
I
5, I
would
think.
I
It's
would
around
beg to differ,
29%.
sir. I would beg to differ here, sir.
Uh,
Uh, I mean that has been a wrong. I think a very wrong thinking in terms of what our clientele is. So if you look at the average loan sizes, overall industry figure doesn't make sense because multiple borrowings, if you are together, the average loan size is crossing 1 lakh outstanding, I'm saying.
That's fine. I
Average
mean,
loan.
they may go up to 1
Yes, sir. So if
1.2,
you take the
1.3, 1.5,
income,
that we can go without issues.
yes, if you take the income, so which is come to around, if you have a 1 lakh rupees of loan and you have 3 lakh rupees of income, generally by banking principle, only 40% of your income is considered for repayment. So
It's
if you
50%.
apply that logic from a financial prudence point of view, if you look from that, this income is not more, it's only 30,000 per month.
No, I'm saying that as per our definition of microfinance given by RBI, it doesn't
Yes,
fit
sir.
into that.
Yeah.
RBI
Okay,
definition says that 3 lakh and below is the annual income.
yes, yes.
That's
From
why
there,
I asked.
but then RBI needs to be asked if and
No, and
RBI,
especially, and one more point, Sudhir, especially we are talking about a state generally considered to be a backward state. I mean,
yes,
Northeast and Tripura are generally considered to be backward. So if
yeah.
there you are saying that average income comes to 3.63, then एक बार देख लो. I don't know.
ठीक
You
है सर,
have
मैं
to.
देख लूँ. I'll
Sure.
check that, sir.
We'll double check
Maybe,
it, sir.
Yeah,
But
एक बार check करो, check
बात
करो.
तो right
maybe,
है.
maybe, but when I looked at the loan amounts, I mean, mathematically and financial prudence point of view, RBI needs to be asked this question that if the average outstanding, and that is outstanding, borrowing will be much greater, is 1.2 lakh rupees. How a income of, let's say, 2 lakh rupees will support repayment of 1.2 lakhs? It's just not possible.
No,
No,
RBI has given a
3
calculation.
lakhs.
Yeah, that
3 lakhs,
50%
yeah.
of the income should only be repayment obligation for the family.
Mhm.
So if I am earning only say 1 lakh rupee in a year, my repayment obligation should not exceed more than 50,000. The remaining 50,000 should be with me for my use.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have another question. Like you told that 2 lakh to 5 lakh, no, 3 lakh to 5 lakh is 24%, right?
So up to 3 lakh is around 60% or up to 3 lakh.
60% is up to 3 lakhs. Okay, fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I think when we'll do SHG and MFI both differently, then we may come out to a figure which is, then we'll see.
No, but if it is 60, I mean, your this 60% and little bit more, then it's fine for us.
60% or less than 3 lakh.
Okay.
And I
Up
can
to, are you
say
talking about, up to 3, means up to
up to
3
3.
lakhs or,
Up to 3.
okay, up to. Thank you.
Up to 3. Up to
ठीक.
3 lakh times. And MFI figure also, if I can tell you, 320, 40, around 62%,
Okay, fine.
less than 3 lakhs.
ठीक है, ठीक. So please carry.
Krishna ji? So this is the lineage we wanted to look at that what is the lineage of microfinance clients which are there. Now, this includes both MFI and SSG, which is done separately. And there's a clear distinction that MFIs have relatively newer clients, and SSG members are relatively older clients. Krishna, ji, ek baar piche. So the lineage of SBLP is longer than microfinance, which is visible here also. And but the what we took is less than 1 year is low in terms of overall. 17% is MFI, 11% is SSG based. And then when you gradually
But
increase,
about 10 years,
yeah,
about 10 years, you are showing both SHG and JLG are at 15 or 16%.
16%.
yes, sir.
16%. Did they have MFIs during that time, 10 years back?
Yes, sir. 10 years. When
It is
I
there?
was in Southern 2005, yeah,
No,
there were
no, it was there. It was there. It was there.
it was
A
there, sir.
small. It was there. Even so, when Sudhir was working with us at that time, also it was
Yes,
there.
yes.
Small
Yeah.
portfolio, but it was there.
No, but
No,
if it is
no,
a small portfolio, how it becomes equal to the SHG?
XAG's portfolio was also not that maybe
great.
that big.
Because they started only, I think, Their SRLM, TRLM was set up around 8-9 years ago. Almost.
Okay. So you are saying that SHGs were not there at that time?
No,
Almost
sir.
it was
SHGs were there,
limited.
sir. SHGs were there before SRLM, NRLM, sir. SHGs were
SGLT1,
there long time back.
NABARD's program one.
No, no.
It was there.
My point is about they are both showing at the equal level. MFI and
Yes,
SHG level.
that I can
No.
check again, but only 16% which is there. That I can check again. But at that time, because I know 2026, 2016, long, sir, Tripura had a good amount of microfinance at that point of time.
This percentage is calculated on what?
Total number of borrowers,
Okay.
the ends are
Okay, that means
501.
out of 501 borrowers you interviewed,
Yes, yes,
16% were
yes, yes, yes,
with MFI with more than 10 years.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
So it's the vintage of the microfinance program or the vintage of the association with
Association.
microfinance program.
So, so okay, I'll put it very clearly. We asked, since when are you associated with the microfinance program?
So it's the vintage of the
It's a-
clientele.
Yes.
Okay.
Kishan, next. This was the first loan sizes which they received. SHG, the average SHG first loan size is coming around 18,330. MFI is just double, just twice the amount. Then there are the bucket size of the first loan, and 20 to 40,000 is the most popular bucket size. So it's very clear that which is evidence in secondary data also. The SHG's first cycle and SHG's current loan outstandings are also lower than microfinance. So
This
these were the
SHG 18,000 you are showing, is it for the borrower or for the group?
borrowers in individual level.
Individual. Okay.
Not the
Again,
SHG.
36,000 for MFI as a first loan.
Yes.
I have my doubts because this 36 and all came only in the recent last 4-5 years only. Before that, I don't think that they were giving so much big amount. Okay,
Yeah,
Simon,
so,
you can say that.
that's why, because MFI clientels are largely new. That's what we showed in the previous slide. Most of their clientels are primarily new, which is last 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
That's why their loans are higher. SHG lineage is higher, and that's why their loan is lower.
Okay. So you have taken that one and you have made the mean, calculated the mean.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So, and it's a very statistically, it's a very clear indication. MFI clientels are new, and the
That's
SHGs
true.
are
That is a
older.
fact. No doubt about it.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, what you said is correct.
Yeah, and also by default, MFI's loan sizes are bigger than SHGs, and that's clear. I mean, there is no doubt over that.
And Sudhir, one request is that under every this slide, if you give the narratives, like how did you come to this your 36,000, all these things, little bit
Okay,
of
okay,
description.
okay. I can do that.
Yeah.
Take next. Now this is that was their, so we showed lineage, we showed their first loan cycle. This is their current outstanding. Now this is something which is surprising, and not in MFI case, which is clear, but in case of SHG, so their first loan cycles were twice. There's a gap of 2x, and the current loan outstanding is almost same. SHG client and MFI client almost have the same loan outstanding. 1,14,000 for MFI, 1,10,000 for SHG client. That is very
Here
clear.
also you're talking about borrower, per borrower.
Sorry, sir.
For one borrower, you're talking, one person.
Yes, yes, yes. One borrower, sir. This is for
They
a
are getting
client.
1,10,000 from the bank so as
This
a
is
SHG loan.
outstanding, sir. Borrowing would be much higher. This is outstanding amount. SHGs. And why it is happening? This is in the next slide, which I will show you. So their average first, so now there are two interpretations here. One is when they joined microfinance program and currently where they are, they have progressed.
You know why I'm a little worried, you are saying average SHG, SHG member loan is at 1.1, which is very high because if you see the average loan outstanding per SHG is around 4 to 5 lakhs only in the country.
I will come to that, sir, why it is happening, because I am not taking SHG as an SHG. I'm taking SHG client. I'm not talking about SHG now.
Agreed. So
I'm talking about
1.1
SHG client.
for an SHG member means that SHG must be getting around 10 to 12 lakhs.
No,
Are they getting?
Krishna ji, come to the next slide. This is why you will, no, not here. Yes. So this is one. Then we also looked at what is the contribution of these loans. So that slide, one would have questions that why SHG 1,10,000. This is the contribution of that loans. So out of the total loan, the MFI clients have total out of 1,14,000, 94% of that is taken from MFI only. 6% have taken from SHGs also. SHG clients, 62% of their loan contribution is from MFIs and 38% from SHGs only. So now there is a distinction which I wanted to draw up. In the total outstanding, 81% is MFI, only 19% is SHG.
Does it mean that
Total
all the 501 are having overlap?
No, Krishnaji, next slide. Here
What
you
is the
see the
overlap you are
overlap.
saying?
This is the overlap, sir. 51% of SHG members have taken loan from MFIs.
Fine, that's fine. Come to the previous slide now.
A previous slide, Krishnaji.
So here when you're saying MFI client, 94% is from the MFI and 6% from the SHG.
Yes.
So what percentage of the MFI clients are taking 6%?
Okay, you want to know that. Okay, that I'll have to look at.
Because
So this
otherwise,
is
this indicates that all the MFI clients whom you are seeing, their 94% comes from the MFI and 6% comes from the SHG.
Yes, yes.
Is it that? No.
No,
no.
no. Okay, no, I understood what you're saying. I'll bring that data also. I can dig up that data. It is available. It is
Okay.
available. Yeah. So that is available. So I can do that
So
also.
what you should say is that you should first say what is the overlap,
Hmm.
and then you
Hmm.
should say among the overlap, this is what
Hmm.
is
Okay,
seen.
okay,
Hmm.
got it. Got it.
Hmm.
Got it.
Overlap
And
also from the two perspective. One is your microfinance perspective, that what's the percentage of microfinance client is having loan from SHG and other sources, SHG possibly, and what percent of SHG clients they have source from MFI client.
okay, got it. Krishna, you just go to the next slide. So here, sir, 51% of SHG members have taken loan from MFIs. This is an overlap which we have very clearly mentioned. And
And
why they have taken also, this is MFI and SHG wise we have mentioned. Largely it's around the capital requirement and there's some immediate requirements which is coming. We've also taken number of loans per member, which is MFI and SHG both. MFI separately, SHG members separately. So the one loan everybody has. Two loans, the MFI clients having two loans is 29%. SHG clients having two loans is 50%. MFI client having three loans is 14%.
one second.
Yeah,
So you are telling that 50% of the SHG clients have two loans, means one from SHG and another from other sources,
MFI, largely MFI.
or two from SHG only.
No.
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 Okay.
that's why we have said 51% of the SHGs have borrowed from MFIs. So this we have very clearly mentioned here. Because the loans which we have taken is from either from SHG or from MFI. We have taken another loans which are other than microfinance, which is also there, but their percentage is very small.
Then you are telling 29% of the MFI's client are also having two loans.
20% of SHG clients.
No, 50% of SHG clients have two loans.
Two
So
loans and 20,
one, including one from
one SHG
SA.
loan and one MFI loan.
So you have to write that one. Versus you are writing over
Okay.
here, 29% of the MFI clients. What does it mean? Means 29% of the MFI clients having two loans, including one from SHG, or how?
Okay, I'll give that dissection. No issues. वैसे SHG का बहुत कम percentage है MFI में, but I can give that.
Because here I'm not getting to understand what
ठीक है.
exactly is that.
Understood.
Hmm.
So इसका further bifurcation we can do. That's not any issue. So we wanted to show in terms of how many loans are outstanding, how many loans people have taken. So that
Yeah.
we wanted to show 1, 2, 3, and MFI and SHG separately and total there.
Now what happens, you have to do like you have done over here, 51%, this one, SHG members borrowing from MFI, the same kind of thing you have to give
No,
for
we have the
the,
data. Data is there. I'll do.
same
I
kind
will.
of thing you have to do for MFIs, right? Then you will
Sure.
see, we will see that what's the percentage of SHG and MFI and MFI and SHG, huh?
ठीक है.
Oh,
Can be done. No, not an issue.
okay.
Okay. एक मिनट पीछे जाइएगा कृपया.
Can you please keep it?
And the reasons also is very categorically mentioned. They mention working capital as one of the biggest reason, and then there is an immediate borrowing, which is also reflecting as one of the reason. So while multiple lending and the total outstanding, average outstanding may look very high, but if it is looking at the enterprises financing or a businessman for financing, then their usage is more or less taken care of. All their loans are higher, but their usage is very well taken care of, coupled with the fact that their repayments are very good. Even they have missed installments. There's 99% of the clients have not missed a single installment in last one year. Before that, there was a case because Tripura, after COVID, there was a flood situation in 2024 in Tripura, which has caused a massive impact on the repayment, both SHGs and MFIs. SHG members recovered well on bank loans because of the CLF funding which is available. So CLF payments were not, repayment percentages were stopped and bank loans were paid higher. So there is a historic lineage in terms of NPA, which is COVID plus the floods in 2024. But the current repayment rates are excellent, which are not an issue happening, given with the higher loan sizes, and then the interpretation that it has been put into the enterprises and business loans.
So now there are two questions. One is you are telling that SHGs, they have taken that extra loan from MFI.
Yes.
And for majorly for your your working capital requirement, right?
Yes.
That's what you're telling, and or expansion of livelihood, whatever, like livelihood related. So in case of MFI, there are two questions. The same thing, that why they have accessed SHG loan, and then also whether SHG was the first loan or the MFI loan was the first loan. It makes a hell lot of difference, right?
Done.
In case of SHG also, you can say the same thing, that whether MFI's loan was the first loan or not. Means if you do it in the second slide, it will also do same thing.
Got it. Understood. Not an
So
issue.
just to understand,
Yes, sir.
I missed that point. You are showing the number of loans 1, 2, 3, And you're saying MFI client 100%, 29%, 14%, SSG client. So what does it mean? One loan means it's one from MFI and one from SSG?
So one loan is they have, which is their own loan. MFI client has one loan from MFI, which is there, which I've mentioned 100%, which will come 100%.
No, no,
Two
that
loans,
means they have one loan from MFI
yes.
and they also have
SHG has
one loan from SSG?
no, sir. One loan is a single loan
No, I didn't understand why both are showing 100%, 100%.
because one loan everybody has. Because whoever we talked to, there was
Okay.
not a single person. We didn't talk to anybody who didn't had loan at that point of time.
Okay, this is 100% of the people who are having SSG loan.
Yeah.
They had one loans.
Yes.
And two loans?
The second loan which we're taking, how many have taken two loans? Now, what Saibal has mentioned is correctly that we can mention out of these 29% of MFI clients who have two loans, whether these are from MFIs only or there is an SAG component here. The 50% of SAG clients who have taken two loans, how many have taken from MFI or how many taken second loan from SAG? By the way, there is no second loan from SAG generally. There is only CLF financing which comes, but we can make the bifurcation here. And the three loans, 14% of the MFI clients have three loans, either from three MFIs or composed two MFIs and one SAG. So that's the composition, and that the breakup we can give. I could expand that breakup.
And also, do you have the data of CLF? That
No,
SH?
no.
Okay.
No. That I mean, I have CLF data in terms of how many CLF and what is the amount of outstanding of CLFs which is there. So that we have taken from SRLM, but from a analysis point of view, that was not useful.
No, that's at aggregate level you have, but
That's an aggregate.
individual
Yes.
individual
No,
level you don't have. Okay.
individual level we don't.
Okay.
Yeah. This slide, I mean, here we are talking about the loan purpose, duration, and interest rate. So largely, loan purposes have been more on a livelihood and productive nature, which is there. Loan durations are medium at from 12 months. The maximum is 19 to 24, and some loans which go beyond 2 years, 2-3 years. So up to 2 years are the maximum loans are up to 2 years in MFIs. In SHG's maximum loans are up to 12 months, 35%, and then 39% up to 24 months. Interest rate is very visible. MFIs have a higher interest burden than SHGs, which is very clear mentioned here. Generally, they are clients, we have asked them this question that they're generally okay and satisfied with the repayment tenure, which is there. They are 87% have said that they are okay with the EMI to be repaid, and 69% said the interest is appropriate. Largely, MFI interest would be people have raised questions about that this is higher, but more or less the satisfaction level is quite okay, quite higher in terms of both tenures, EMIs, and interest rate. Generally fine. Krishna ji? This is the perception of clients in terms of what way do they prefer to take loans from. So 97% people said MFI relatives were the second choice actually. SHGs were the third choice. Bank was the fourth choice.
But SSG should not have the problem. Yeah. Access should be easy. लोन डॉक्यूमेंटेशन तो नहीं है बिल्कुल कोलैटरल फ्री है
Yes, sir. But in terms of
loan quantum would be
preference,
less.
sorry,
Quantum would be less.
quantum is less, quite less
The
compared
quick
because
delivery
what we
of
have
MF
shown,
was the sir,
what,
prime thing
so
that
what we have shown is on 1,10,000, which is the SHG average outstanding loans, only 30% is coming from SHGs. Rest is coming from MFIs only.
Yeah, MFIs were shown to be the first preference
So
whenever we visited field
even
also.
their loan outstanding, total loan outstanding, SAG contribution to that total loan outstanding is only 25 to 30%. Rest is coming from MFIs. So that's a big component in terms of quantum. And the reason of preference
Though the
is actually,
bankers would not agree much to it because they just want they are critical about the MFI loans, many of them.
No, but the
But
thing is that what Mr. Mohan
at the
was telling,
current
I also
level, this came.
no, no. What I'm trying to tell you that what Mr. Mohan is telling, if it is fact, it is fact. In none of the SAG or your micro this your southern side, we didn't intervene in the things at all, right?
Yeah,
Did we
yes.
try to
yes,
influence you?
no, no,
No,
no.
nobody influenced you. This is a very what do you call it? Like individual primary data based output. So you agree with it, fine. If you don't agree with it, that's also fine. But this is the fact.
Yeah, I mean, this is largely coming from the field and the primary data. Now, sometimes in analysis we may do mistakes, but what is there is what is there. I mean, that's very aptly put
No, so
by
I
Simon.
my little concern is that you are putting SHG as a preferred source of loan at the third
As a
place,
third.
because
Yeah.
whereas it ticks almost all the things which you're talking for the preferences, reasons for preference. It's easy to access. There is no law documentation. There is this collateral free, except for quantum. Quantum would be less,
Apart from quantum,
well,
yeah.
low interest rate,
Yeah.
higher lowest interest rate. In spite of
Mm.
all these things, it's still coming as number three, and
Oh,
relatives stand number three.
Quantum is the primary thing, sir. Actually, when we talk to the
Uh,
customers.
but I
no.
can recheck. No, you're right, sir. I can understand your
No,
belief.
I mean, we need to understand the other thing as well, because I have seen on the ground, SHG, they are preferring MFI because of the fastest TAT. Like in 24 hours, 36 hours, they would be getting this loan. But in case of SHG, it takes a bit of time. So that the instant nature of their requirement is possibly why they're pushed or they want MFI loan.
No, you may be right because TRLM started this 7 by 7 program.
What is it?
So TRLM started around कितना 2 साल पहले कृष्ण जी 1 साल पहले है ना. So they
Yes, so
started
we
this 7 by something program, which is basically
Hmm.
7 days.
So we are giving them in 24 hours.
So they launched this just to counter
earlier it
this.
was
We
like
will give you in a
20 to
week.
40 days for them, so they brought it to 7 days.
So they
Okay,
said
very good.
7 days, but MFIs then furthered it because when they had launched, we were not giving 24 hours then. It's last 2 years probably we have done, or
No,
last
no,
1.
it is for last 4 5 years. We are seeing that
Okay,
TAT has come down. Yeah, yeah, TAT has come down to 3 days. Now we are seeing mostly 2 days.
2 days. Okay.
Hmm.
So that there are indications that TRLM actually tried to counter that, and they are aware, and their team has very clearly mentioned that we know our members are taking loan from MFIs. They are aware of that. They also mentioned that saturation, there is one thing which is saturation. We have reached saturation, but there is no more scope to build SHGs. The only scope is now to increase the loan sizes, where CLF has limited money, which cannot reach to that level. Bankers are okay, but bankers have not gone beyond certain amount of financing, which is a challenge. And it's only in terms of only certain matured SHGs are can attract this kind of financing based on their criteria which they have.
Hmm.
So not most of the SHGs, only certain percentage of SHGs are qualified to take that amount of loan. Rest are left have no choice because there is no choice in the whole system. If you are at a certain level, there is no choice for you to go upward and downward. There downward you can go. So that probably is one of the reasons that, and yes, it's very easy. I mean, it's damn easy. You say that you want this loan, you have a history with SHG, they will take the loan and give it to you. That's a fact which is there.
Mm.
But I get your point, sir, and you are absolutely right. You made me thinking also. Well, yes, I will check the data.
Right.
Krishnaji, next slide.
Okay.
Continuing from the perception of the clients, largely validates the product design and service delivery, both MFIs and SHGs here. I can do a segregation here also. MFIs,
Yes.
I
That
can
would
do
be
that.
good.
I'll do that. I'll do that. But largely they are fine. Repayment tenure, EMIs, loan amount, service quality, and interest rate are largely okay. In the bell curve, they are on a good side of the bell curve. So it validates the product design and service delivery both are good in terms of what clients look at it. Specifically, their behavior, staff behavior, and group interactions. Loan processing, they have seen incredible weightage they give to loan processing and the time and reliability. But the weakest link in the whole process, clients have actually ranked this, and that graph I have not shown here, but the client have actually ranked the capacity building as the lowest ranking in the services of microfinance services. So that remains to still one of the challenges. The capacity building still remains one of the weakest in terms of services which has been given by microfinance industry. Now it will differ from MFI and SHG that cyber I can do that. That's not an issue. But I wanted to present a overview of it.
Yeah. One is overview, then MFI, then SHG. Yes.
Okay, done. Next. Now we come to impact. Now, as first loan and the current loan, it actually, if you just look at the first cycle loan, first size, loan of the first size and the current loan, that itself is an impact indicator, because if you increase your loan size from 36,000 to outstanding from 1,14,000, it's a signal of a economic wealth and the progression of the whole family. But we looked at the raw numbers, data, 52% of the 52% average increase in income, which is reported over the period. From that, the income has improved from 2.39 lakhs to 3.63 lakhs. So that's the income, which is addition of 1.24 lakhs of income, which has happened. The below income 2.5 lakh has actually reduced from 67 to 17%. So earlier so here we asked pre and post. So that's what we asked. Now there is an inflation and other things which comes into picture, because this was almost on an average, if you say 5 years difference in the line. So pre and post, when we ask, there is other economic indicators and other indicators which may have influenced it. But before, families earning less than 2.5 lakhs was 67%. Now they are only 17% of that. And the families who are earning 5 lakh, there was no members. Now they are up to 12%, and they are largely the MFI brackets, not the SHG brackets, which are earning more than 5 lakhs. And this is the change, which is, we have also said that this is overall change, but we have said in terms of stratas, the buckets, how the buckets have moved pre and post. Up to 1.2 lakhs, 1.2, 1.5 lakhs, reduced 1.5 to 2.5 lakhs, the bucket has reduced. Then 2.5 to 3.5 lakh bucket has increased, 3.5 to 5 bucket has increased, and above 5 bucket has increased. So that's how the change in the whole income distribution has happened.
Actually, what happens, we are not getting to see this is pictorial. So we to understand, means at least I'm not getting to see it.
Okay, fine. Got it.
Yeah, even in this report also, the primary report, I was not able to read it. So if you can do it properly, would be good for us. I mean, not only us, everyone.
ठीक.
So are you talking about the left side one is the income bracket?
Yes, so that's an income bracket up to 1.2, 1.2 to 1.5,
family
1.5
income.
to 2.5, 2.5 to 3.5, 3.5 to 5, and above 5. Then the first column is MFI. No, sorry. First column is pre, second column is post.
First
First is
column.
pre.
What is that percentage shows?
Percentage is the percentage of clients falling into these categories of
Acha.
income.
And now that same percentage has come down. That's what you're saying?
Yes, so that's what we're saying, that these three categories, first three categories up to 1.2, 1.2 to 1.5, and 1.5 to 2.5. Pre-microfinance, large concentration was here. Post-microfinance, the concentration has come here. Income.
And again, let me ask you, how did you get this data? How did you collect this data? Only by asking questions and getting their play?
So the one data post we didn't ask much because we already have the current income data which we used. We don't need to ask post. We only needed to ask the pre. Although we asked pre and post, but we used the current income as the post and the pre-income we asked. Before joining microfinance, what was your annual income?
And this is over a period of 5 years, 10 years.
This is over a period of 5 years. So that's what I said. There are other factors which may play into picture. This cannot be completely attributed to microfinance. There are economic indicators, there is inflation cost, and there are other costs which are involved here. So direct attribution, 100% attribution is not there, but yes, these were clients 5 years ago. These are the clients which continue to be 5 years now. And that's the difference between their income then and now.
So you're writing, I couldn't get this one, this 67% to 17% below 2.5 lakhs. So are you telling that
the pre-microfinance percentage of people who are earning 2.5 lakhs was 67%. Now they've reduced to 17%. So it's the bucket which has changed.
Okay.
So overall income is one thing, but the deeper analysis comes in the bucket movement. So the bucket of up to 2.5 lakhs has reduced drastically. And the bucket in the above 2.5 to 5 lakhs has increased drastically. So that's the bucket movement tells you the exact story.
Okay. And also like we have also like fast cycle loan and also port cycle loan.
Yes, yes.
Have you done that analysis also?
Okay. No.
We have to do that one.
Okay.
Okay.
When the data is available, it can be done. Not an
Okay.
issue. That can be done. Pishaji, next. This is the impact which is continuous, that first one was income itself, then the impact on livelihoods and business. This was mostly agree and disagree. So quantification we have not put here. So mostly positive parameters. People have agreed in terms of farm price has been increased, farm output has increased, entrepreneurship skills, business volume, workers employed, and creation of small enterprise. These were the segments in which we asked people to show their agree, disagree, and strongly agree. So largely there was a strongly disagree also and neutral also. So largely it's agree and strongly agree are the maximum percentage of people where they've said that it is on the improved side or it has increased. Farm size, outputs, entrepreneur skill, business volume, and this is a continuation from the increase in income, that if they have witnessed increase in income, and this is where they felt that the other aspects of the businesses which have improved, so that we have put here.
can you please flip it? We have only 10 minutes, but can you please flip it? So you were telling that, no, flip that. This 49% total workers employed has increased. Like,
So, okay, so
we generally,
49% of the people agree with this.
no, those who are having enterprise where they have recruited people. Are you talking about them? Otherwise,
Yeah.
other people who do not have any understanding or anything, they will just come up with somehow some figure. Because
Okay.
you have to check it, huh?
ठीक है. I got your point. Understood. Understood.
Yeah.
I think this slide can be, it doesn't say anything. It is only agree, not agree, strongly disagree, strongly agree.
Yes, yes. So this is more like a perception.
No, I mean, see, it can be done in a better way. Like this farm size has increased. Those who are into farming, if you ask them, predominantly for farming, we know that there are this multiple sources of income, predominantly farming. If we ask them whether it has increased or not, then we will get this data, right? Like this enterprise also, that who are doing these enterprises, you can ask them enterprise predominance. So you can ask them, then they will give you response. Like that, who have recruited people, because we know these are nano enterprises. So in nano enterprises, we generally do not recruit people. So we have to be careful, but this is a good slide if you add on all those things.
Understood. Got it.
See, farm size increase is not a practical thing. It won't increase. Only the cultivation intensity can increase.
Bilkul. Why don't we understand that one? It would help them. That with our money, they have taken the agriculture loan and they are having improved.
So don't say farm size increase.
Yeah, rewarding will be required in this question.
So it can be the cultivation of, intensity is the cropping intensity. In fact, it could be two crop, from one crop you have moved to two crop, or you have got some additional intercrops, those kind of things.
Yeah, the
farm
under
output
cultivation.
and again
farm
here
under cultivation is increased.
it is only a perceptional thing. It doesn't have anything to just a best of perception. I agree, not agree.
But if we ask them the right question and if we have the data, then they will also respond on it. Like you were telling that intensity, one crop, two crops, if they will tell us that whether it was one crop, now it is two crops. So that would be a good one.
In Tripura, generally farm-based that doesn't apply because it's largely wheat or rubber or pineapple.
So it is not increasing the
the output has increased. So the farm size and output both can increase either with the same.
How farm size will increase? And that's what I'm saying. Farm will remain the same only. You can't increase it.
Actually, area under cultivation.
The net zone area and the gross zone area can increase. You can have a lease land, you can buy land. There is no, how can you say the farm size cannot increase?
No, check. If it is
48% are saying that they increase the farm size. Is it possible?
No. It is not possible.
Area
but the thing is that
cultivation, we'll have to reward it. Actually.
Right. Reward me. You have to dig in your data, what you have. So you have to represent the data properly. And also, like one of the things I have seen that many SHG members, or MFI members, they didn't have any farmland to cultivate, but with the money of MFI, they have, they lease the land. And they have started doing that one. That's one of the major impact of microfinance. It is giving them food security. So if you can also check that one, it would be good to. I have seen it in UP that I always do that thing. That what exactly the change is. I've seen that one, and that woman, she was telling that हमारे पास कुछ नहीं था, मजदूरी करते थे. We have bought this piece of land from the money of microfinance. Then we have started like हमारा कुछ हम लोग बेचते हैं और कुछ हम लोग रख देते हैं. Then I asked then उसके बाद क्या हुआ है? Then she has started telling that मेरा पति का दुकान हमने बनाया है. छोटा दुकान था पहले, अब उसको बड़े किए हैं. That's an amazing thing they are doing. So if we can figure out all these things, the impact, it would be good.
Chalo, आगे.
Got it. Okay.
Let's go forward.
Now then we moved that household well-being, so that we said that people are this 100% is not correct. I need to check, but the household assets, people have felt that they have increased. There's improved self-confidence, savings have increased, improved nutrition and health, and emergency readiness. I mean, to basically the capability to be ready for the emergency situation. Financial capability has increased. This 100% is wrongly has happened, but these are beyond economic indicators in terms of income and finances. These are beyond on the household level, how this income has translated into the well-being of the family. So that we've tried to capture into this, and in terms of signifies the household resilience towards the economic shocks and all. One of the impact was the credit plus services, which we asked again pre and post, and there was a huge jump in terms of pre-microfinance. Credit plus services were not there. Post microfinance, when they joined the microfinance, 88% have received some form of credit plus services, but the mix of that credit plus services is very narrow. It's largely, when you talk about credit plus, it's life takes and it's a loan linked insurance. So that's why it is reported like this. But yes, credit plus services have reached out to the clients, which are pre and post. But the mix of the credit plus services is largely towards the life insurance, which is a loan linked insurance, which is causing this figure to uh, shoot up. Now, health, livestock, assets, and investment remains to be challenged. Investments, great in terms of financial services or credit plus services, these remains on a very lower term, and that's probably the future in terms of how to look at microfinance in a futuristic way. Krishnaji, next. As you've seen in the asset ownership, digital readiness is quite heavy and quite well. Now, this has both financial literacy coverage and digital literacy. So people have received financial literacy. Almost 50% of the people have received financial literacy. So that's also remains one data where people are saying only 50%. 50% still have not received the financial literacy training. And so 50% said that they've received training. 51% of them have said out of them have that training has helped. And then how it has helped in terms of financial planning, future investments, and need-based loans. So this is what one graph which is said. Digital awareness is high, and the perception of whether do they need digital literacy, that's also very high. They said yes, we do need, because that's where things are moving. 82% own smartphone. Now 69% of the clients have done RuPI repayments, and 82% of the clients have done UPI merchant payments. Now, why is the difference? Merchant payments is very high. Almost everybody is using it for merchant payments. 69% of the clients have once at least have done the MFI repayments through UPI. So that's where the difference between 69 and 82%. So UPI repayments for MFI loans and the UPI payments for merchants. So that's separately we had recorded. But the awareness of UPI, digital payments, specifically in terms of UPIs, is immense. And people have adopted it and using it quite well, including women. They are using it for payments to merchants.
Chalo, anything else other than this?
Yes,
There's a meeting at
please
3.
go ahead. This was the banker perception, which was largely around SSGs, which is largely positive. Timely repayment and the quality of SSGs they have mentioned is fine. Economic activity.
Just one thing. Can we once again reconvene the meeting at 4? Because we have very important meeting in
No, but how
4.
many slides are there now?
Only 2, sir.
Only 2 slides.
Mr. Mohan, it is already 56.
Only 2 slides, na? Just show
Yeah,
them.
Okay.
risk
All
and
this way.
challenges only. This is the main one. This and
So,
report.
okay. So the risk and challenges, one is multiple borrowing and multiple group membership, which is what we have shown here. Second risk is credit is growing faster than the enterprise support. Enterprises are not growing as fast as what the credit is growing. Credit plus service mix is largely dominated by life insurance, which is a risk in itself because that's not credit plus, which actually defines. SAG Credit Bureau reporting gap that was visible. So that's one thing. And
Sangeet?
affordability. Sorry.
No,
Okay. And
no, you
then
carry on.
yeah, market linkage and resilience gap, which is linked to an enterprise support and fact only. So what we're basically saying that it's not about now access. It's not about reaching out. It's about the quality of growth a- a- and where the money goes into. So that's where the risk and challenges, which is lie. In terms of way forward, also we're saying the responsible finance in terms of household level debt assessment should be universal criteria, not only for MFIs, but this should be a universal criteria. Even when SAG member is getting finance, MFI loans should be considered, and all other loans should be. There should be a very common factor between MFI and SAG, whoever gets it. SAG has reached saturation. There is a time to scale the SAG BLP in terms of mature SAGs and the quantum of loans which needs to be given. Enterprise e- ecosystem in terms of value chain, facilities, producer groups. I think that's the next way forward in terms of SAG-based microfinance. MFIs will not be able to invest too much in that, but then there is a complementary system which is available. Credit plus growth in terms of moving away from life and going into health, livestock, investments. And so these are the important factors. And then digital and literacy support, only 50% have received the financial literacy. There's a scope there to have universal financial literacy covered for that. Thank you. Krishna, you can end this.
So whatever suggestions we have given, you
Yes.
please incorporate those suggestions, and
Yes,
based
sir.
on that, you will be submitting a report, isn't it?
Yeah.
Report we have already submitted. We will redraft it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what. So we have
Yeah,
to
changes will do and
incorporate whatever suggestions we have made, get into that, and please again check your data points once again. I have my own doubts about couple of points, which I
yes.
have also said. So please check the data once again and resubmit it. Okay.
Yeah. And one of the things you have to do it that this how many of these SAG members they have taken loan for repayment
I
of
got it.
for. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
sir.
Bye.
Bye.